it. They canceled. Anyways, let's go for the positive here. Um,
Nice.
this webinar was supposed to be for WBS, and I kind of want to run through a little bit just for the recording value of this, so people that can watch it later can kind of figure it out. Did Chaz and Eric, did you guys get a chance to watch the video I put out on WBS?
I'm afraid I did not. I mean, I feel like I've kept up with you know, if I can go into production mode or have to build up a system, I've pretty much followed you and everybody else through the properties to kind of build out whatever I would like to build out.
You'll
So
love this. You will love this. Um, so WBS is work breakdown structure, and a lot of the big generals are using it, and they want to be able to divvy up their reports and their estimate according to different ways, like first floor, second floor, however the owner says, "Hey, I need my bid broken out." And for the most part, we've all been using folders. And folders are a really neat way of doing it, but who wants to, kind of break it up into folders and then all of a sudden, hey, by the way, we need it by cost code or we need it by division, and then we need it by building, and then we need it by floor. So you could see where I'm going with this. It would just like be a nightmare to handle that. So when you are creating your custom settings, or your custom properties, there you can make a series of work breakdown structures, and there's some in there that are already there. So I brought in a lot of these, and I'll show you why they're so cool. But I brought in all these extras custom settings, and right now I just have it mostly at just the takeoff property level, and and then we'll kind of come back to this because here you can see I have it at the takeoff level and the product level, and here is just the product level, but we'll kind of come back to that for this. So what I'm looking at is a chaotic mess here. I mean, not only by my artistic abilities, um, which I have none, but you have this list here. And I have this template list that I brought in that has no organizational value at all. You're right. I mean, this is a terrible way of trying to find something. Obviously, you can search and you can do things like that. But if you look at these two little hockey sticks up here, and we'll do it in templates first. And if I wanted to organize it by, let's say, division, I can just click that division, and now I have it organized by division. But also, it's still kind of messy, and I can organize it by template folder. So now I can have things a little more organized. Okay. So, I mean, I can even go further if I want to just do it by trade and not do it by division or not do it by that. I can break it up by trade. So these gray folders give you the ability not only to look at templates in like 10 different ways. Okay. But you can also go into your takeoffs that you've done, this chaotic mess that I have, and you can do the same thing. I can say, hey, I want to do it by division, and then I want to do it by template folder. And now my bid is organized. And these gray folders, these custom settings can be reported on also. So I can break it down by division, by template. I can, if I wanted to, I could bring in those cost codes, those descriptions, the cost code number. You can separate it by floor if you put those in there. Anyway, so the gray folders are extremely useful. And now you're probably wondering, well, how do I get that information in there, right? Obviously, if you wanted to, you can go through each one, and in those custom settings that we've put in there, you can manually enter it in. And you can see right here, I've got this in ductile iron folder. What if I wanted this particular takeoff to be, let's put it in the subcontractor folder. If I put it here, it changes
hey,
the name right here.
drag and drop. I love it.
Oh yeah, that was one of my another software company that I was going to go to work for to do something like this, you'd have to go into every individual item and
Mm,
reassign it, even if you just want to put it in a new folder. So it's a real fluid way of kind of organizing your bids. And I mean, it's just phenomenal. And the only thing I did that was probably a cheat on this, and it's not really a cheat. Let me shrink this down, and I'll show you how I got them all in there. Okay, so I put in this formula. There we go. What I did is I created my normal, you have your five standard Costco or column headers, type, name, cost code. I think it was quantity or whatever for your takeoff properties. So
mm,
basically, all those custom headers that I made or custom settings, I just made a header for them and I filled them out. Now, these can be empty if you want. You can change them as you bid the job, but you can put this all in and then just import this into your template package uh, for your template library. And then you have all this built in that you can already start sorting and creating any way you want.
perfect.
Okay, so uh, if I was to do this again, I'm going to go ahead and let's just go ahead and make a new library. Copy, come on. If I was to do this again and create a new template library, all I would have to do is let's do a new library. Uh, is bring them in a particular order, batch insert templates. And now I have to find that Excel sheet real quick and pull it out so I can kind of line everything up. And Chaz, I know you know this, but I want to kind of show you these column headers. Right now, I'm in an order that is type on my Excel.
Uh, That's what I was wondering how this batch insert template knew to grab the columns that it did,
Ah, every time
the
you enter
mask or whatever.
every time you enter a custom property in
Mm,
zzTakeoff, at the takeoff level, it'll show up here.
it's just there. So you got to remove them here or
Yeah.
accept them
Or
based on what you've done in Excel.
right, right.
Got
So
it.
you can move these around.
Nice.
And you can
Well,
also right click and say, I want to choose the columns that I want
right.
to. Because I mean, I think I have, I don't know, 10 columns here, maybe a little more. Maybe I don't want to bring them all in. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and match this up. This next one is cost code. The one after that is cost code description. Where'd my cost code go? Cost code. I think I got rid of it accidentally.
Oh, it's right there after template folder, in between building and template folder.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So name, cost code, cost code description, product ID. I don't need, I do need that. I'll call that package or something like that. Okay.
And
Category.
what's the three dot menu pull up again? Is that got a quick remove?
Well, you can drag it up.
Right. I was wondering if you could drag it off. Cool.
Yeah, just
Nice.
like Plan Swift, where you just drag it off and it makes an X type of thing.
Good.
So cost code number was after description. Description, cost code number, product ID. I don't have that here for some reason. I wonder if I deleted it or got rid of it. Choose column. Um, interesting. I'm gonna delete that. Delete.
You don't want to show us how you build a property real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, as far as his custom properties,
Whatever the type ID, the ID you were just looking for.
oh, product ID. I think I just
Product ID.
yeah. Let me click here. Product ID. Okay, so if I come in here into my settings, you can go to custom properties and you can create a new property, providing it's not already there.
So while you're here, I'm curious, what happens when this area gets too busy?
Um, Too big, it can get too big. it depends on how you organize it. A lot of times you can put it in groups. Like I'll put this new one, product ID.
I saw that last time. I haven't played with it, but I saw that people were grouping by different sections, and I thought that was pretty slick. I just haven't figured out how I want to use that in strategy yet.
Oh yeah, let's put this in Ch
Group,
Chaz, the Chaz,
nice.
okay? And we're going to apply it to all takeoffs, but you can also put it to only in linears. Let's say you have
Hmm,
something that's specific to linears. Like you said, that'll keep it cleaner. You can keep it only in products. You can keep it as a variable. And those variables are very cool. If you're like using the same variable over and over in your product formulas,
right.
you can create one and then make it there. But so what we'll do is we're going to hit save, and now you can see that Chaz is down here.
And I also like that per project bit as well. And I guess the other thing I'm looking to find out is if there is the ability to create mask. If I mean, I hate to use somebody else's terminology, but create project specific sections that can be recalled later so you're not flooding your default listing and say, if I am working on civil and I do have bid items, which I never do, but let's say that I'm in that situation, I don't ever want to see that in my commercial life. But if I have to tap into it, I would love to have that default, 5 or 6 items that comes along with state issue DOTD bid item kind of things.
Yeah, so here's a current, there's 2 or 3 fixes coming. This one
Okay.
you can use now. If I wanted to create a new folder, and I've done this in Plan Swift, and it's very difficult when you have 200 line items. Okay, but this could be O1 general conditions,
Hmm.
and then O2. Boy, look at that. O2. My fingers don't spell anymore. O2 could be. Let me get rid of that so I can see it. Okay, and we'll make one more. O2 can be, let's say, demolition or site prep or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Then you can just put your information that goes into those. Yeah, and that's pretty time consuming.
right,
That what's been brought up with the team is you can, if you were to do this as a custom property, it would take a little bit of time right now. Let's do that. And I want to show you what they're going to work on because it's going to be extremely useful. Let's call this bid ID, okay, or bid form ID. All right. And now we can make it a drop down, which can be good, which is what we want. We're going to put it in Chaz. Okay. And it's going to be all for all takeoffs. And by the way, when you apply it to the takeoff, it also carries down to the part property without any formulas or anything like that. Now we can say, okay, we can use name, we can use code like O1 and then general conditions O2, but we're just going to use name for now. And now right here, it gets kind of a pain in the backside to go general conditions. Um, as an estimator, you're going to have somebody do that for you, right? And that's going to take them a few hours if there's a couple hundred of these. And
right.
you can make everything group by this by the gray folders, form ID, and put whatever you want in there. Okay, but pretty soon, is Dev or Huber and the development team, Lauren and Bobby and all these people, they're going to make it so you can just take an Excel spreadsheet with 2 columns and go bang right in there. And
Okay.
then you're going to have all your gray folders or whatever you want to use, regular folders, and it's going to take you 2 seconds to do 200 of them. Where here, if I went in and did another one and another one, it would just really be a pain in the backside. And then all you'd have to do is organize by, uh, oh, I don't know, I didn't save it, but you would have to organize by that ID. So you have two ways to do it: folders or gray folders.
And how would I recall that Chaz property from another project?
It'll always be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I didn't want it to be there all the time.
You can come in here and get rid of it. There's also, oh, sorry, I'm going to the wrong place. There's also this here. When you go to, I didn't save it, I apologize, but let's do product ID. When you edit this property, you can make it only visible on a project, not stored. You can auto populate if you want with the last item, if it's something that's going to be constantly used over or something like that. But this will help you out quite a bit there. Okay.
Agreed.
All right. So the work breakdown structure can help you organize your bid either by gray folders or by yellow folders. Doesn't really matter. You can choose what order you want. You can have building first, cost code second, or division first, or folder. So you can kind of have a choice how you want it. But just remember, you can also do reports on those folders or those gray folders in items and in takeoffs.
So the other thing I noticed is it looks like the gray folders will get a name in the column, whereas the folders are still folder one, folder two, folder three, folder four with no description. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean
Okay.
they do in a sense have a description. They'll I don't have anything in folders. Yeah, I do. Folder. So they do give a little bit. Folder one. See how general conditions,
Right.
demolition. Yeah,
Right.
so they
Uh,
do carry, but not like the gray folders.
yeah, I got yeah. So I noticed that earlier is that that there's you can now have a little bit more control of the column header.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Derek, do you want to take the left side? Did we lose Derek?
No, I'm right here. Sorry, I've got some work going on in the background, so I kind of muted myself and took myself
Oh,
off.
that's right. You guys got some people working on your place.
Yeah. What did you want me to do? I'm sorry. Do you want me to jump in
Oh,
that project?
did
And
you want to take the left side and kind of talk about organizations and workspaces?
um, well, you just brought that up to my attention last night. I just discovered that last night when we were on a call, right? Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still kind of plugging it. We're still
Okay.
learning a lot of this as we go. It's amazing how quickly we develop. Like last night, Todd showed me a feature where we could, what was it you were doing? You were moving, instead of work breakdown structures, you were using almost workspaces as their own
That's where we're going now.
divisions, right?
Yeah. Let me show you.
Show us, Todd. Show
Chaz, you
us.
will love this. I think. I hope you will. If
Pretty
I'm in
cool.
my workspace, right now we're in sales and demonstration, which is really cool, and I open a project, you may already know this, you can organize your projects by folders. And it's real simple. Obviously, all you have to do is come up here and say new folder, and you can drag and drop them as well. Okay, so if you have multiple estimators, or let's say you have different locations where you want to store your projects, bid, finished, awarded, whatever it is, you can create these type things. But also, if you have multiple workspaces like we have, you could take this drywall project and duplicate it. And watch how quick this does. And you can choose what you want to duplicate. So like Derek says, this would be amazing for change orders or revisions. You can have the original bid, then you can go ahead and duplicate the next one, and then you can rename it over here.
And it kind of freezes. You give that historical freeze on what you've taken off, and then when you get your addenda, you can duplicate the project, give it a new date. And it's one way to handle addenda that we're really working on. We understand it's taking up a lot of people's time, as
Yeah.
much as 50% of their time. So we're really trying to work on some version control and ways to make that a lot smoother.
You
No,
can,
I'm down with that. Like I said in the last session, I've gotten aware with the other software, I will have others, I'll have 5 to 6 other estimators work on the same project in their own little bubble.
okay.
Because it just gets too complicated. Everybody trying to work in the same. Somebody deletes an annotation, and everybody's like, "Why'd you delete my annotation?" Or they hid somebody else's structural steel takeoff,
Yeah.
and then that guy goes back in there to try to find it. He's like, "Why did you hide my stuff?" So
Have you tried layers? I'm sorry, I don't want to, we'll come
I
back to
know
that.
that layers could be a good possibility, but again, I'm not in a production environment. So
All right. Well, in this case, if you have a couple workspaces, and we can show you how to make another one, correct, Eric?
Yeah,
I'm,
I
I'm going
believe
to
so.
move this
And
project
I
to,
think
let's
this would
say,
be a benefit for Eric. I think Eric has multiple locations, right? Eric, didn't you have different offices in different regions? This
No.
may this may be useful for you. I don't know. Sorry, Todd, go ahead. Still kind
oh
of
no, it's
gelling in
okay.
my mind here how this
I'm
is.
going to send this job to James. So all I have to do is hit that, send it to James, and now that has been moved to James. So you could have multiple workspaces within your organization for different departments. Let's say, Eric, you get the job, you want to send it to project management, you just send it to their workspace.
now, how do you visualize all the workspaces?
Right here. So,
Interesting.
yeah, it's really cool. And there is a way of creating a workspace, and the team is building one. So as soon as you get your license and you have your workspace, is you can create within your organization other workspaces that other people can have access to, or not to certain workspaces and to another workspace. It's going to be beyond amazing.
So Todd, could a general contractor like Eric, could they invite their subs to their own workspace to do their own takeoff in the subs workspace? Like, so they could have 3 drywall
Yes,
guys go in there and do takeoffs in their own. Each drywall could have their own workspace, essentially,
they,
right?
they could. Yeah, yeah. I don't know the logistics of how many they can have or if it costs more. I don't think it costs more because it's the whole company that has like a terabyte or whatever of storage area.
That's
But
crazy.
create a workspace. I don't know if I should share this on the show.
We
But
can blur it out if we can edit it out, but let's show it with these guys.
okay. So I created one yesterday, and
But I think from what I heard is, like a chief could have their own workspace that only they are in, and they could have access to all workspaces. And if they need to snag a baseline, they could just throw it in their workspace. No, that wouldn't work out. Or duplicate a project, then share it to their workspace. So they've captured a baseline at that point.
yes. So and you could the administrator will have control of who can see what and what workspaces they can work in.
Right.
So I just went in and I did I'll blur it out, but we did this, and I'll just call it Chaz workspace. All right. And I'm going to put in a bunch of numbers for my phone number. And there we go. And now I can send Chaz. Let's go back to this sales administration. Let's open a project. And I'm going to send Chaz. Let's go with we don't like him. Let's give him erosion control. We'll send it to Chaz's workspace. All
I
right.
hate that stuff.
And now let's go back to Chaz's workspace. Here he is. And now we have a job with erosion control ready to go.
Well, thanks for assigning that.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
No extra charge. So, anyways, so the workspaces are just phenomenal as you can learn how to organize your bid, organize your plans, organize your workspaces, who gets what, you have permissions. It's just beyond amazing, I think personally.
Yeah, I got the thoughts marinating right now and trying to figure out what to do with it.
Mine marinate, but they just kind of sit there for a while.
All right.
All right. What other kind of general questions that is keeping you up at night with any ZZ? How to invest? What is it?
I mean, I could dive in forever, but Eric, I would have definitely yield to you if you have.
Well, for me, so this is just I've like used this for like just maybe 2 days. I'm a roofing contractor. So I basically need to know what's the best way to build like my part library and assemblies. And then, I don't know that I would utilize separate workspaces that often, but I could see a use for it. But that's right now. I'm working. I'm doing one takeoff. I figure primarily right now I'll just use this software to get my quantities because this is a rush bid. But I do think we're going to go with it, and I would like to expand and have a library so I can generate some pricing out of it as well.
Well, how about this? Why don't we make a roofing one right here on the fly?
I'm hit.
Oh, you know what? I got this so out of order. Derek, you know what page the roofing is on this?
Here, let me jump in that project with you, which, let me see, I'll find you.
Yeah, you'll find it. Okay. So while he does that, we're going to go ahead and just make one from scratch. Okay, Eric? And I'm
Okay.
going to start up here.
Sure.
And yes, I should obviously scale this plan. So here we go. And we're going to use, have you used this sloped area yet for your roofing?
I actually just did this morning. The vast majority of my work is commercial, so a lot of it's flat. But yes, I did use the slope this morning.
Okay, we'll stick with flat. And obviously, we have the ability to do some pretty simple measurements. If you make a mistake, you can hit backspace on your keyboard. And these orthos are pretty nice probably for you, and probably PDF snap. We'll even turn that on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll just kind of go over here and see where we're at. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to get rid of all of these other stuff because they're kind of gumming up the works. All right, yeah, we'll just call this flat roofing. So, all right. So obviously that's not the whole thing. We need some parts and pieces in there. And what you would like to, I always like recommending is starting with materials because materials kind of, if they're easier for me to think my way through. So I'll do materials and I'm just going to go single ply roofing for now. And we could, anyways, we'll do that. And we have a formula here. Now, if we want to use that formula, to say, okay, we know our price for this single ply roof is the materials $1 a square foot or whatever you can. If you're going to do it by squares, we would obviously want to go divide by 100. And that'll tell us how many squares we have. So if we have a percentage of waste, let's say 5%, would that be about right, Eric?
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, and then we're just going to round up to the nearest square. All right, and then if I've done, we might have, I'll see if we have some roofing. I'm not sure we do. If not, it's okay if we don't. How about this timberline shingles? Let's use this one, okay? And their price is $46. Now, would that be for a tab or a square?
That's for a bundle.
A bundle. Okay, so we're going to do this. And a bundle is how many? 33 square feet?
Approximately, yes. You're gonna need 3 bundles per square is typical.
Okay, so what we can do here, if you want, is we can go like this. We can encapsulate this like an Excel formula where you put the parentheses around it. And then we can say times. And if you start with this hard bracket and go, let's say number of bundles per square. And I know it's always the same. We could have used 3, but when you
Well,
finish,
it depends if you use a real heavy shingle. A lot of those are 4 or 5.
oh, okay. So what we're going to do is as soon as I hit this close bracket, you can see that we have a new variable.
Woo! I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of it. So whatever you
Nice.
spell here and you put it back, there it is. Now I can say 3. And when I hit save, it's going to show me how many 38 bundles we need.
absolutely. Yeah, you helped me with that the other day when I submitted a chat on the help. Yeah, you walked me through that. It's pretty sweet. I like that functionality.
All right.
So
Well,
you just created that variable on the fly.
yeah,
Yep.
on the fly.
Now, is that transferable anywhere else right now?
This here.
That variable you just created, is it anywhere else? Is it accessible anywhere else?
Well, that's a great question. Thank you for asking. Let's do this because you're a roofer, Eric, and you're going to use this a lot. Is we're going to go up here to the custom settings. And what we're going to do is make a custom property, and I'm going to call it number of tabs per square. All right. And it's going to be a number. And I don't need to put it in there, but let's call it roofing, just so we can have it groups a little bit separate from everything. And for now, I'm going to leave it in, not here, but I'm going to make it a variable. So that's going to always be available as a variable. And then we'll say, okay, save, save. Now watch what happens. If I wipe out this number of tabs in a square, and I come down to my insert, this is where all your kind of variables are. If I go to other variables, I have this right here. It creates it, and then I can go 3. So having those variables as set on something that you're always using makes formulas just so much easier and faster.
I like that.
So what we can do now is labor by production rate, if you'd like.
Oh, sure, that's fine.
Is there something else that would be better? I want to make sure this is about you.
No, that's okay. If I can expand on that.
Okay.
Typically what I've done in the past is I've built my material list by systems. And then I like to have a takeoff, which has all of those common materials, like say for a built-up roof, I want to have my ISO, my tarp, or my tar, my layers of modified, and I want to have all those individual components, and then I want to have a takeoff to where those components are attached underneath those, where I can do one area and all of those are there. That's
Okay.
typically been my workflow.
Well, that's what we're going to do then. We're going to just put labor here, and then I'll show you how to make that. So I'm just going to copy this guy, and I'll show you how fluid this is. This doesn't have to always be a material. I can say, okay, hey, I want that to be a labor. Real easy. Now, if I want now, I can have another variable. Like I have them all the time for myself. I might even have it here, crew production rate.
Nice.
And I'm going to say divided by crew production rate. And your roofers can do 100 square feet an hour for one guy, let's say. We can always compound it. And then I'm going to go to labor. And I'm just going to use construction labor for now. And now, oh, that did not work right. Oh, I gotta get rid of that, Todd. There we go. So now we have 13 hours to do that. So let's say we went in and did nails and tar and ladder truck to get it up there, or whatever it is, your compressor tool, if you want to charge it to this. Say we built this and we're real happy with it. All you have to do is add it to the template. And you can choose which template. Let's put it in the, is there a roofing one? Yeah, let's put it in the roofing one. And now when I go to the roofing one, there it is. I'm ready to use it.
Gotcha.
Is templates now the assembly? There is no such thing as an assembly anymore. It would just be a template, right?
Yeah, templates are basically prefabricated anything. They can be only takeoff properties, or they can have a zillion parts in there, however many you want to have in there. And then when you go to estimate it, they'll be ready to go.
Does it have to be associated with takeoff?
Parts, yes. Yeah. And when we do this, we have this, obviously we know we can see our takeoffs for that roofing collapse all, and I'll be darned if I can find it. It'd been nice if I use folders or something like that. But anyway, so we have that takeoff template, but we also have it, we have our items now where we can pull in and shop these items or change the prices and things like that. By the way, this next, can I let can I let these guys know about what the next update's gonna kind of do?
Yeah, I think that's a great,
Okay,
absolutely.
so Chaz, you're gonna like this. Let's say we do a labor, let's do a cost type, and I'm gonna collapse all. And let's say we want to change our labor rate right here. We'll be able to just drag down and have everything change. All right. And you want to change your markup, we'll be able to drag down, change your markup. But this whole process here is going to be available on the bottom of this too. There's going to be I think we should call it a ZZ bar, but when you click on it, it goes up and you'll be able to do a lot of stuff right there as you would in reports and make changes. So it's going to be awesome. Derek, are you on there working?
I am. I'm doing it's, I added a Google image earth from for roofing for Eric, just to I always like trying to do different things in the software. So I'm on there doing a driveway takeoff. Sorry, Tyler, I got distracted here a little bit.
Oh, no,
It's
fine.
kind of fun with this. What would you like me to do? I can abort the driveway here.
No, you're doing great. I love it. You could do the roof at 12 and 12, it looks like, or
That's
something.
what I was going to do, but this driveway is so tempting with the arc tool. I had to get on it. So yeah, I'll jump over to roofing. So you can add pages from your clipboard, guys. So if you go into Google Earth or whatever maps program you use, especially for roofing, I say this for roofing, fencing, anything you can do from the satellite image, it's actually a handy way to get a rough number. So I just typed in an address in Google Earth and then hit print screen or screen capture or copy the image. And then you can add the image to your project just by clicking that plus button up there.
Show us. Show
Did you
us.
know- Okay, here I gotta switch it over to my screen. You know how long it takes me to do that. So
Derek, do you live on a golf course, man?
this is
I'm just kidding.
not my house.
Is this Heber's house?
There? That's no, it's not Heber's house. Heber's got. Let's see.
Looks like the house I hit with my golf ball the other day.
Let's see. Todd, this is gonna take me forever. Let's see. Share my screen, and for some reason I'm just fighting this thing.
I had to.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, for some reason when I do this, Todd, it just my system resources shut down completely. So you might need to do it on your side. I'm sorry. It
Oh,
won't.
that's okay.
It's
We
too
need to
much.
get you an apple or something like that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. if that's
Wow.
working now, so basically you can just go to this. You add something to your clipboard. It doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes I'll add a screenshot of the
Oh,
like the scope on the
Oh.
plans.
we don't see it. We don't see it yet.
It says you are screen sharing. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I told you this takes me too long to switch
So
over.
when you guys copy and paste an image, can you control the alpha channel?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm sorry.
Can you control the transparency of
Oh,
the
yeah.
image that you paste? I think I may have played around with this, but I can't remember.
Yeah, you can. I really want to show you that. Hopefully my screen. So my screen is not showing this.
That's okay.
I'd love to. It says I'm screen sharing. I'd really like to. There's a few things I wanted to show you guys just to add some more.
Well, hit screen share again or stop share and then
Okay.
share the screen because right now all we see is you.
Oh, that's not good. I got. Yeah.
I can see I can see the house.
Same. I see a roof line.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah. It says I'm sharing it.
Yep.
What am I doing wrong? Okay, I know. I'll go back to this one. Stop share. I'm just going to go here and watch. Okay, I see it. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
Here we go. So hopefully this is the right. So are you guys seeing this now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can just add anything to your clipboard. It's you can even grab something from another page and add it to your clipboard. However, if it's whatever's on your clipboard, you can just add it to a project with the plus button, new page from clipboard, and then it will just throw it on there and add it as a page. And then to answer your question, I could do like but say I'm just want to focus on this. Let's crop this to a new page. If I had the plans for this, I could do an overlay too. This is a quick way to do an overlay is just drag the one page and drop it on top of the canvas on another. And then you got, that's a
did
quick
not know
way to
that.
do it.
Nice.
It usually,
cool.
see it here now. Let's see.
Yeah, especially Eric being a roofing contractor, this would be
Let's
pretty
see.
amazing on new jobs that, you know, redos.
Yeah, well, I will primarily be using this on large, like, you know, schools and new construction type stuff. When I do, but currently I'm using it for a re-roof, and I did the exact same thing. I grabbed a scale photo off Google Earth, popped it in here, and that's what I'm using to do my takeoff off from.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a great tool for presentations or anything you can attach it to your bid or whatever. It's
Sure.
just a cool little presentation tool. And you can do overlays. I don't know if you guys know this, but just another thing, you can drop overlays, drag and drop overlays onto almost like one canvas. And some people I've seen some people in doing support calls, well, they're just like, they'll add a blank page and then they'll stack a bunch of the overlays that they use, the pages that they're currently using, they'll put them on top of each other and almost use them like a layer. It's pretty interesting concept because then it can just turn on and off the layers. And almost create a thumbnail view here. So if you have some pages that you're frequently using, you can just kind of, this is off topic, this is just added bonus stuff, but in case you
Yeah,
guys
which one of those ZZ guys put like, I don't know, 10 to 12 pages on one page and just started painting it with annotations and takeoffs, and man, he made it look like Christmas on there.
That was Derek.
I
that was
know.
me, yeah. It's yeah, it's kind of fun. I really enjoy doing it because you can, you know, my memory just isn't that strong. So I'm like thinking of what I'm taking off here and then it's like bouncing back and forth. You got so much in your mind. Just having it on the same right next to each other sometimes helps. So I'll do it with schedules and things like that. And
Absolutely.
yeah, it's just
I tried to-
helpful for me.
I did try to stitch together a 9-page foundation plan. But I needed to crop out too many things. So I had to use another tool to do that and then brought it in.
So, and you know, you can crop, but I see what you're saying. There's
There was complicated crops. It wasn't a square crop.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of tools I'd love to show you guys. There's things that I bump into and like little tips and tricks, whatever. You guys don't know how to extract schedules and things like that, right?
I love that drag. I did not know that you could just drag and drop it.
Just yeah, little things like that can save you a whole bunch of time. Just simple things.
Totally.
Yeah, and you can do comparative overlays. That's just a way to engage the overlay. It's the same as the overlay tool up here, but it's just a quicker way to engage it, where you could do a comparison or you know.
And that's why I'm here.
And there's your question about opacity right there, about if you can adjust the
Got it.
See the overlay right there. Trying to think if there's any other cool things that I discovered. Oh, the search, you guys know the search is in here, right? And I'll stop anytime you guys want, or I'll just keep going. It's up to you. I just want to give you as much tips and tricks as you can possibly get out of this deals for taking your time to show up here.
I'm always in learn mode, curious mode.
I think search is one of the best things here. Sorry, go ahead.
I had a quick question. Hopefully it's not circling back too much, but I'm not seeing an option, and maybe I don't need it. What are the gray folders versus the yellow folders? Like I've in my template tab, I started a test template that I'm creating. And I see these yellow folders. Earlier, Todd was demonstrating these gray ones. What's the significance? What's the difference?
I don't know if Todd wants to explain that. This is just a different way to sort the data. You can set up. Oh, go ahead, Todd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the yellow folders are stuff that you name and you build right in the takeoff or templates, where the gray folders are kind of pre-described based on what custom settings you have created.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks.
So if I create a custom property for like, let's say I use divisions or division. We've got these in here. They come with the program. You can go in here and you could filter by division.
I'm going to step away for a sec. Okay.
Okay. So
I got to do the same about 5 minutes.
So I could sort it by division.
Okay.
It's kind of neat. It's just a different way to sort and filter data.
Yeah, I get it. And then visually to separate that, hey, I got you. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. not sure mine's set up properly. My items probably don't have divisions placed on them, but yeah, it's just a different way to look at things. There's also this, a lot of people don't know about the layers right here. Let's see. I'm doing a takeoff, and I'm not sure if this is something I'm not fully gelled with understanding. He builds things out quite a ways. But this is like, so you can have your own layer. I think someone mentioned this on here earlier, actually today. Chaz, was that you that said there were people deleting each other's annotations and things like that? And
It's on another similar platform, but if I were to have this in my work place, if I were to have ZZ in my workplace, I would try to use layers because I have played around with it and seen it does seem to be separate.
Yeah, it
so
gives me
far.
my own space, kind of. I can go in and kind of do a fresh look. This is just my layer, so I'm kind of starting over, and not starting over, but I have my own space basically to not get cluttered up with anybody else.
You could copy, if you needed to, whatever was on default layer, you could copy those items and bring them over to your new layer as a paste in place.
Yeah, and your scales are all set, your pages are all named and everything, so the plan management kind of areas aspects of it is finished.
Yeah,
Except the wrong
the
scale there.
only caution is they double. So when you paste it,
Ooh.
it's going to double your quantities. So,
Got it.
Yeah, so let's try that.
Okay.
but it's actually okay if you're doing a report. You can do a report by layers. It just your total report is going to be double.
Yeah.
So I think I might have a use for layers where, like this particular project, I need to bid. You know, they want to bid for torch down modified bit roof, and they also want one for TPO. So I don't know if that's better to be on different layers or just I would
Absolutely.
create it. I know I've already got it created by different parts, so maybe that will do it as well.
So they have like alternates.
Yeah,
Good alternate.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
You
Eric,
probably
I have some videos up on our community as far as bringing in your items or your products,
Yeah.
like all your material lists and parts and pieces and costs. But if you need any help doing that, let me know.
I'll do that. When I watched I guess it was a Tuesday, they were talking about you doing like one-on-one, and yeah, that would probably be, to expedite things, that would probably be my best way. I could say, hey, here's kind of what I use and here's what I need, and then we put our heads together and figure out the most efficient way to get that created.
Nice. Yeah. I'll send you my Calendly link for that. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
And you do have, I don't know if Todd showed this, but you do have this ability to say we've done a takeoff. You can apply your existing items that you've taken off. You can just drag and drop them on the properties of like this concrete crawl space I did, and it will just calculate materials there. And then you can go
really quickly to add those. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really neat. And then
Wow.
it's kind of crazy how you can just drag anything you move. If you look at all the math, it's like being done. It's wild.
Yeah, the data just follows and it's pretty fluid.
Yeah, it's and it's web based. That's what keeps blowing my mind about it. It's like this is
Right.
faster than Plan Switch was almost. It's like Todd could have reports open, and as I'm doing a takeoff, I can see my report numbers adjusting. And this is cool. A sneak peek, by the way, for showing up here and spending time with us today. We do have the next version. We've got this reports tab as a preview down here at the bottom. So you'll be able to preview your reports tab without having to flip back and forth. And there's some editing features coming in there, so you can kind of click in there more like Excel and do some edits. It's pretty exciting. And there's only a couple of people here, so I'm spilling beans on that, but it's exciting. And I love seeing the stuff that we're coming up with. There's the insider track on our community, and I think you guys are, you know, if you're not in the community, just jump in there. It's a good group of people. Like the inside track here is where you kind of get a little scoop on things to come, like box mode, and this is just kind of where we keep in contact with you guys. And thank you guys for being customers and using this software. Like seriously, we appreciate you big time. We're you know, trying to do a good thing here and bring a good value to the market, and not everybody's happy about that. You know, not every company's happy about that. So there's a lot.
Guys, I get to see y'all next Thursday. Thanks for all the good knowledge, and looking forward to more. Y'all take care.
Guys.
All right. Bye, Chaz.
Yeah.
Bye.
Appreciate
Bye,
it,
Todd.
guys.
Bye, Derek.
Well,
All right,
see you.
and the training link, Eric, is if he's still there, is in the chat.
Let me find it.
That should be at the bottom.
I'm
Well,
looking at my
Derek, good job.